What is up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 97 of the Chaos Daily. Let's get into it. So, we're going to do a couple of things today. We're going to go through a weigh up of the Albatross, see how much all the parts weigh. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen that I posted some pictures of me doing some tentative weighing of the parts. It did come in at just a hair over 1.4 kilograms flying weight, minus 50 grams for like a couple of bits of servo wire and bits and pieces. But yeah, it should be fine. And I'm also busy working on all the electronic stuff, so I will show you that, and we will do a quick test run-up of the ESC and the motor just for some action. Let's get into it. I'm working on the electronics, getting all of the control surfaces set up and hooked up to the servos, making sure they're all at the neutral points and everything when I hook them up. But yeah, it's getting pretty close. A couple of things I want to change out. This motor, the bearings just sound terrible. This is a really old motor. So I'm going to pull this motor out and I'm going to put another one in. I have the same type. It's exactly the same kind of motor. That one I've tested, it works nicely. So we're going to put that one in here. Also, the other ESC that I had in there was unreliable. It would run and then stop halfway through an acceleration curve. So yeah, I've got another one wired up and ready to go. So we'll be using that one instead. Let's do some weight checks. The things that are missing out of here will be the main battery, the ESC, yeah, that's it. Main battery and the ESC. So we'll weigh up the fuselage and then we'll weigh up each of the wings. And then I'll weigh up the battery for you guys and the ESC so you can see how much that weighs. So yeah, so we should get a good idea of how much this is going to weigh flying weight. So yeah, can't wait. I'm excited. All right, so first up, let's do one of the wings. There we go, 240 grams. We're going to slide it around, move it around, still going to get same weight. So where it sits on the scales, it doesn't affect it. It weighs 240 grams. So that's the one wing. And the other wing, same, about 240. Nope. All right, so what I'll do is I'll use this wall hanger it sits quite nicely on this, and I will zero it. There we go. Now we can slot it in here. And 525 grams. All right, next up, we got the battery and ESC, 395 grams. So there you go. Taking the two wings at 240-ish, so that's what, 480, and then 5 something for the, so we say kilogram for the fuselage and everything, and then another 400 for the battery and the ESC. We're bang on that 1.4 kilograms. I was hoping to get about 1.2 kilograms. That would give me a wider flight envelope. That extra 200 grams is going to make this a bit more tricky to fly. So I'm a little extra nervous about flying it for the first time. I'm not too sure where I can probably shave that weight off other than ordering another battery. I can go smaller. This is quite a large battery. It's actually overkill, but I prefer to have like long flight times and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably look at ordering another battery that's smaller, and then we can bring it back down to that 1.2 kilograms, maybe shaving. Yeah, I can get a battery that's 200 grams lighter than that. So yeah, next up, we're going to have a look at the motor and ESC that I've set up for this and give that a quick whirl, and let's have a look. So these are 12 by 4.5 inch props. These are off a quadcopter that I built. That was overkill. I like doing overkill stuff. I don't know why. And the motors are spec'd to the props. 20 amp ESC, and this is an overkill battery. This thing's got far more output than that ESC needs, but let's wind it up. So yeah, if I remember correctly, this motor prop combination has an output of 1.5, 1.6 kilograms of thrust. So fingers crossed, it actually still does that. And I've got a 1-to-1 thrust ratio, which is going to be, it's going to be quite handy for this first maiden. I'd like to be able to just hold it like vertical and chuck it at full throttle and let it just go up. So yeah, we'll leave it there for today's episode. I can't say for sure when the maiden's going to be. I'm hoping in the next couple of days. The weather has been pretty bad recently. We have just serious heavy rain. So hopefully that clears up soon. But I still have quite a few checks and just general checks and everything to go through, making sure all the linkages line up nicely, the right length, the neutral points, trim, getting the transmitter hooked up. I still haven't done that. I went online and got the manual. I know how to do it now. But yeah, so there's at least a day or two's worth of stuff to just go over doing the checks, shakedown tests basically, just to make sure everything's going to be ready for flight when we're ready to do that. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe if you're not. And as always, I've been Chaos. And until next time, expect the unexpected. And I will see you guys later.
And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.